I veliki pozdrav drugari, dobrodošli u moj novi video, ja sam Mixijan. Danas, dragi moji gledalci, nastavljamo sa L.A.Noire, epizoda 2. Idemo da vidimo sad u ovoj epizodi šta nas očekuje. U prošloj epizodi smo uhapsili jednog ubicu. Pogledajte video ako već niste. I naravno bacite like i share, subscribe. Pa da krenemo mi da nastavimo sa igrom. Ostanite do kraja ovog videa i uživajte. Krećemo.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like
I nastavljamo dalje. Ovdje smo stavili u prošloj epizodi.
But you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs.
Fights. Evo smo mi.
Force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides.
Sigurno idemo na mesto zločina.
Brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identifying code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from
14
here.
Adam calling
Našto se
KGPL.
dešava?
We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Idemo. Wow, šta je ovo?
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Oh shit, ovi pucaju na nas. Pazi. Oh, pumparica. Sačmarica, šta je ovo?
Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there.
Dobro, idemo dalje.
Backup will be here soon.
Čaki kolega, nemoj sam da ideš.
LAPD, put down your weapons.
Evo i
The
prdi.
bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a
Not
chance
a fucking chance, copper.
Stay down.
Oh shit. Okrenio sam stop. Pasi. Pasi. Idemo, hajde. Oh shit.
That's it? We got them all?
Dobre, malo me ranio.
Should be all clear.
Ranio me malo, ali dobre, živ sam.
You're either going to end up dead or wearing a
Evo i prdi je sredio
It's okay,
sve.
Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Dobri smo pojcaj. Sve smo ih sredili. Novi filmić. Uživajte.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive at first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Neka vizija izgleda iz prošlosti. A sad idemo dalje. Just scope, huh?
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way.
Šta je ovdje sada?
Phelps, a good guy, but wound way too tight.
Good guy, ja?
And Kelso.
Gde ima noću good guy? Kakvi bre noću, samo barabe.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before he jumped parole.
Evo ga,
Get
evo
after
ga.
him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Evo jedna baraba beži, sad ćemo da ga jurimo.
Stop! LAPD! You
Evo i prdi,
yourselves.
evo i prdi, stani.
Why you?
Watch it!
Pa vaće, nadam se da ćemo da ga uhvatimo.
In the alley!
Oj shit, nemoj da me zgaziš, ja sam policaj. Stani barabo mala. Ti
Bowers,
barabo
hold me
mala.
right there. Stop now or I will shoot.
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
A steći ću te ja, bre, ne zva se ja Miksi.
You don't want to do this, Wendell. Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell.
Stay the hell away from me.
Brže, brže, uhvati ga za nogu, bre. Pušto me udari, bre.
Fucking ask for it.
O, platit ćeš mi za ovo. Ti.
There's no way I'm going back inside.
Što si me šutno, bre?
I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers.
You assholes already screwed me once.
Dobre. Trči, trči.
Give it up, Bowers.
Naš je,
Nowhere
naš
else to
je.
go.
Naš je. Oj.
Looks like we've got
Oh,
the place to
okay.
ourselves. Come on then.
To. Rocky Balboa. Rocky Balboa, bre.
Hey, you don't...
To, bre. Udarac glavom. Najjači udarac. Dobre. Gotov je, bre. Udario je tamo u zid.
Doing, Wendell? Your parole
Yeah.
officer's feeling lonely.
Dobar
Got a hole
fight,
in
a
his life
šta
with an
kažete?
asshole like you.
Rocky Balboa,
You can
bre.
make it up to him in 10 years' time.
A udarac glavom.
This hump will be back
Po
in the
golma.
Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Hvala, kolega. A, dobar posao. Uhvatio sam barab.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an
Ponovo
officer in the
filmić.
Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps,
Ko
you're on the
neka
floor.
vojska.
Esprit de Corps, Merrill 10, Franklin 8, Weiss 8, Donahoe 6, Kowalski 6, Hudson
Kowalski.
5, Kelso 2. Leadership, Donahoe 8, Franklin 7, Merrill 6, Kowalski 6, Weiss 5, Hudson 5, Kelso 1. Candidate Kelso!
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Ovo je neki baš opasan, bre. Neki kapitan oficir, šta je već. Opićenca. Bajer. Bevar.
For every cop, there's the
Bajer
case that
Bevar.
makes you,
Buvara.
gives you that
Bevara.
leg up, gets you recognized as the shining new stud. The case that you solve that shows that you have
Že
the
ne
gumption,
vole
the gung-ho,
oficire.
the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank and file
Idemo.
patrolman.
Oh, shit.
This could be the one goal.
Posao zove. Čuju se pucnjevi. O, neko je pao mrtav. Neko je ubijen. Evo im prdi!
Could you stand clear of the body?
Stojite tu svi!
Has anyone
Niste
called the
mrdnuli, vi ste očevici.
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
O, stižu kolege. Pojačanje.
Okay, stand further back
O,
and move along.
obezbedite
Good choice,
područje.
but make it quick,
Da ne
people.
pobegnu vi.
Hey,
Ovi
Cole,
ode očevici.
you got here quick.
My beat cross.
Evo tu šeto, čujem pucim i dotrču.
You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on.
Došao sam
Better see what you can
najbrže
find
što
out
sam
before
mogao.
the homicide dicks
Na
show
mestu
up.
zvučina.
I'll be with you in a moment.
Obezbedite vi područje. Da niko ne...
Everybody stay back. Let
Da
us
niko
do
ne
our job.
pobega.
Broad daylight.
Da vidimo ovaj...
Crowded street.
Ovaj jadnik, da vidimo šta... Puls nema, što ukazuje da je mrtav. Tu također nema ništa da čvrakne, da se mrdne. Dobro. Na to. Mrtav je. Mrtav po avoki je mrtav. A tu, da vidimo nešto da li se kretu. Opa, pa to. Neko pisamce, bank, Arkadija. Dobro. Cigaleta.
Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Dobro, to smo vidjeli. Hvala, gospodine. Ne treba ti nam više. Da vidimo ovdje da li ima nešto. Oh, meci!
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
Dobro, to smo vidjeli. Vidimo ovdje ovo sanduče. Oh, pogledajte ovo, pun pogled. Šta smo mi to našli, ja? Puceljku.
Think talk is cheap, try hiring a lawyer.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here. This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Sir, I'm
Da vidimo ovaj očevidac.
What exactly did you see?
Očevidac,
I heard the
pričaj.
shots. I thought it was a car
Šta
backfiring.
si vidio ili čuo?
I saw a girl run at the shoe store.
Don't you people have anything better to do? Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. And if you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Idemo da ispitamo gospođu, ona mora da je nešto vidjela pošto radi unutra. Idemo da je ispitam.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps.
Ja sam oficir,
By
bre.
the shooting.
Phillips. Jeste li čuli za Marku Phillips?
He was my boss,
Pa znam da vam je bio šef,
Mr.
pričajte.
Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
A tvoje ime je?
Galleta.
Galeta.
Clovis.
Clovis. Dobro je, lepo ime. Idemo da ispitamo tu.
Do you think you could tell me
Tu
exactly
Galetu.
what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was
Je
angry.
šef.
I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Gledaj nešto, sumnjiva si mi ti. Sumnjiva si mi ti.
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying.
Prestani da lažeš, pričaj istinu.
Oh, God! I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu.
Ah,
He
rekao
runs the
je.
jewelry store. He showed me a lovely watch. Mr.
Tako
Gage
te volim,
burst in.
ptico.
Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th
Dobre.
and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
Dobre. Dobra si.
I think you're trying to pin this thing on this Kalu character. I think you were angry with Mr. Gage, and you shot him.
You think that? You're a madman. I don't know about guns. You can't prove I own a gun. I've told you all I know. I think you should leave me alone.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember.
Malo mi je čudnova
Sounded like
gospođa.
there were so many.
Teška
They
je
were
za
so
ispitivanje.
loud.
Baš. Šta da te pitamo sada?
Don't lie to me. If you keep withholding information, I'm going to take you in for obstruction of justice.
I'm trying my best, officer. I've got nothing to hide. What makes you think different? I was scared, all right? Are you happy now? I was terrified, and the last thing on my mind was keeping count.
A man is dead, Miss Galetta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I ought to take you downtown.
Get out. Get out right now. Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
Shit. Idemo odavde.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
You all seem to be standing around.
Idemo odavde. Da obavimo dalje posao. Da istražujemo. Sa gospođom smo nekako završili. Gdje nas sada ovo vodi? Za malo da te zgazim, bre, čoveče.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division.
Pa da vidimo.
We need you to trace a serial.
Tamo možete da mi
Sure.
pomognete.
What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his
Kalu.
name. Thing looks like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Broadway, huh?
You're behind the wheel.
Evo ga. Idemo. Aha, on sam se odvezu. Dobre. Ne moram ja. Stigli smo. Sad ću da vidimo. Da vidimo šta se dešava, gde smo ovo. Neka zlatara.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalou?
No. Mr. Kalou is out back. He said he'd lie down.
Što lažeš?
I'll buzz him for you.
Trči, bre. Son of a bitch. Drž ga. Son of a bitch. Lažljiv ko jedan. Sad ću ti ja pokažem, samo da te stignem. Nano ti, nano.
Kalou, get back here!
Pobeže mi. Pobeže mali ko Usain Bolt.
That broad has socks in it, Brazier. I'm out of here.
Aj, shit.
Damn it all, I asked them to hold the mayo.
Čekajte bre ti žuti busu. Čekaj malo.
Too late, Kalou!
Ne mogu.
My God!
Mnogo brzo trči bre, ne mogu ga stignem bre.
What the heck?
Pravi ko Usain Bolt.
Going to church doesn't make you
Pravi
any
Usain.
more than staying in the garage makes you a car.
Stoj tu bre. More. Dobre. U apsu bre. U apsu.
You're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
Uapsili smo ga. Šta vam misli bre da je Usain Bolt, a? Da možda pobega.
And the case that breaks you. The one you never saw.
Momcima u uniformi.
Keeps you awake at
Wow.
night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage.
Nema da pobegne, ja sam
Keeps you
vlast.
propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
Dobro, sad...
God's mill may grind
Sada smo malo u stanici, malo se odmorimo.
I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from
Da
the shooting
popričamo
distance.
ovdje s ove kolege.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps.
Good man.
A motive.
Good man.
Opportunity. Hard evidence.
Dobar čovjek.
Best of all, a confession.
Pa jeste, ja sam
If you
dobar.
fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Dobro, ispričasmo se ja i ovaj. Baš dobro.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalou. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Idemo da ispitamo ovog lošeg momka.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Šta se predomišljaš? Misli se šta će da kaže.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Pa imamo, ovaj je rekao nešto.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stump Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce.
A,
He's
se
in with
vrna
all those
ljuta ovaj.
monsters. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Ma pušti ga, bre, neki strunu u zatvor. Kako se nervira.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice.
Šefe, zaslužio sam za ovo neki odmor.
But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Nema do odmora ništa. Evo ga. Dobili smo samo pečat. Idemo dalje, ali ovo nastavljamo u sljedećoj epizodi. I to je bilo sve za sada. Došli smo do kraja ovog videa. Nadam se da ste uživali i da vam se ovaj video svidao. Kao što ste vidjeli, jurili smo Zlikovce, imali borbu sa njima, ispitivali ih i tako dalje. Nadam se da će da dobiju veliku kaznu. Da istrunu u zatvoru. I to bi bilo to. A na vama sada ostaje da ostavite like na ovaj video ako vam se svidao. Share, subscribe, pišite u komentar vaše mišljenje, a mi se vidimo u sljedećoj epizodi. Do tada veliki pozdrav i čao!